This is nice.
I
said yesterday to Theo that if this is a day in February, then it's amazing. We could train there. It was good pitch, not too cold. So I'm. Now it's sun. It sounds like in Sweden we don't have any. It's dark 24/7 all the year. It's not, but this is better. Yeah.
Great. Mons, you're all set in the back. Nate, you're good. All right, let's open up the questions. Brianna.
Let's get started. Just what was your takeaway from this second leg of training camp?
From the whole camp, or?
Just the second part in Florida. Just those last 2 weeks, I would say.
Yeah, they were really good. I mean, I can see it from my own individual perspective to connect even more with the players, with my coaching staff. But I can if I also look at it from a collective perspective, we could work on the things we needed to work on. We played. Okay, we haven't played. We played Colorado and Nashville, but friendly games. It's always friendly games, but I saw things in the way we played that I like. We also saw the things we will keep on adjust and be better at. So I'm really satisfied with the whole camp.
What is your expectations going to this first game? You've only really got a month in person with this team.
Yeah.
What are you expecting to see and wanting to see out of them?
I mean, this part of the season is. I told the players yesterday that we had a meeting. We talked about a little bit those kind of things, but also which kind of team we want to be and how people that watch our games, what do we want them to feel and so on. But this part of the season is quite. It's the honeymoon, of course, but it's the same for every team, and I'm not a big social media guy, but sometimes I look what the other teams, and it doesn't matter if it's MLS or in Europe, and everybody is so good right now, and they are so amazed. Everything is perfect, and it's gonna be, and I think it needs to be like that. But I also try to raise the awareness for my players about the possible threats that always hide somewhere. If you are not aware of those things, it can be like this. So I try to balance those two things, but of course the expectations and the feelings towards the first game is always big, quite open. It's difficult also to know. We watch our opponent and the friendly games, but how much can you think about when it comes to how they played in those games? What's the context? So it's a lot of uncertainty in the first game, but also a lot of nice emotions.
You mentioned potential threats. What do you think could be potential threats for the style of play that you feel is going to be on the field on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, you can if you divide it and talk about playing style, we are a team that likes to have the ball, and when you have the ball, you will always be some danger when you lose it, and that was the big issue last season for Crew. Teams adjusted, started to go man or defend very low, and that you need to handle. So that will always be a danger when you go into a game. That how do we handle when or if we will lose the ball sometimes? How do we handle that part? But I hope that the things we have worked on also help us in that sense, that we will be little better, like to handle when we lose the ball and where we lose the ball on the pitch. But the playing style comes with other things, so many benefits when we try to dominate. Then we know the away game I haven't been there, but I know that there are also a nice atmosphere in the stadium. We will we need to handle that, and I'm very I know we're gonna handle it in a good way. But that can also be, I call it the outside noise. It can be what people are saying about you, supporters, those kind of things. So you need to be good at like be in the bubble to handle those kind of things. That can be some threats, but yes, the awareness that's enough, and then it's about which kind of team we want to be and how we want to act when we probably we will concede a goal sometimes, and that's part of the game. How do we handle that? I think the squad has been amazing so far, but again, it's the honeymoon. So I'm looking forward to see how they handle tough situations when it's competitive games.
You've talked about directness earlier in the preseason. How much improvement have you seen in that area with this team?
Yeah, a lot. And when I say directness, it's not this that we will be a team that directly. I think Portland is more direct than us in some parts of the game. When they win the ball, they will try to cross the ball probably more than we do. But they also build a team for that. I don't want to change like big things in our game because we don't have the players for that. But I see a bigger, be eager to attack the opponent's last line. But it can be with dribbles, it can be with short passes. But I see us attacking more vertical than before.
And two quick things about specific players. Laurent last week mentioned that Osama Bouli wasn't playing in a few of the scrimmages. Just how is he looking fitness-wise? Is he ready to go for the first game?
Yeah, I think the only one that right now is like out of question is Mo. Otherwise, it's Wes is he played 45 minutes now against Jacksonville, so. And he handled that well, and he will train the whole week. So then it's always this: how much do we want to gamble in the first game? Like I said yesterday, about the season, it's like the marriage, and then the first game is the wedding. How the wedding is not more important than the marriage, so we have to think about the whole marriage. We can't risk everything to have a good wedding. But everybody is more or less ready, so that's also good. It will make it very difficult for me to choose starting 11.
Were you worried for Bouli? Were you worried about his ankle still, or was it just getting back to fitness after missing so much time?
The ankle is good. Then it's more the potential problems when you start to train a lot. He was out for quite a while, and then we know that the to progress into the training is crucial. So, but then you sometimes end up like he feels good, and then you add too much in a short time. So we need to be clever there.
And you would say Mo is officially out for Saturday?
Yeah, so he will not. He hasn't trained with a team yet. So, but I hope that he's going in the right direction. But the same there, I never want to stress them because I know there will come other injuries then if I push too hard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach Tyler Fisher, Massive Report.
Hi.
What was it about Sean that wanted him to be captain?
I mean, first you have his personality. That's I talked with him early in January, almost directly after I got the job, and the way he talks about the club, the city, himself. I mean. Yeah, maybe other coaches wants other things, but for me it's the perfect match. A person that is so self-aware, humble. It makes it very easy for me as a coach if the captain always look at himself first, like, okay, what's my responsibility here? Could I have done more, better? And Sean is a player that it doesn't matter if I tell him, like, you got to play midfield. Yeah, no problem. I'll play there. You're a central defender, no problem. Last season it was also goalkeeper. Phil showed me, goalkeeper coach. But that will not be the case this season. But a player that is so unselfish, it sets the standard in the group. Then he's also an amazing player. And he has the respect for the group. I would say that sometimes me as a coach, I can think that this player is a leader. But it's a lot of things you don't know as a coach sometimes in the locker room and so on, and especially when you're new. But I knew directly, and also by talking with players, that the respect for Sean is huge.
Heading into this match against Portland, you mentioned the atmosphere and whatnot. They're especially known for their supporters and being very raucous, very intimidating. How would you say you will have your players adapt to that atmosphere within the first, say, 15 to 20 minutes of a match? Yeah,
that is it's an important thing when you go into this kind of game. How can you set the tone in the game? And how can you make sure the game is alive and that you don't lose the game because you lose your head in the beginning? So to balance that is always the challenge. And I think it doesn't matter which league it is. If it's Division 4 in Sweden, players will be fired up and go all in the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and they will probably not last that long, so then they will be out from the game rest. We have a little bit better stamina and endurance, but it's to find that. I mean, we will have a game plan and we know what we want to do. Sometimes in a game you need to dig in and like, okay, now, for example, a team that I don't say that Portland it's that kind of team, but if it's a direct team, they put the ball in behind you all the time. You have to accept it for a while in the game. You need to make sure the game is alive. Don't concede, and then you will have moments in the game where you can dominate. And we know we have the capacity to do it. Then for me personally, I love when the away supporters the home supporters are like crazy and shout things towards you. I was that player in Sweden, so everybody hated me, and then I'm a little bit the same as a coach, and so a lot of stadiums in Sweden are, it's a crazy atmosphere, and they are screaming things to you, but I think that's the nice part of the game, so I'm looking forward to it.
And how much of a challenge does it impose on starting the season away, especially with the time zones, the time change difference?
Yeah, that's no problem at all. I think what I like with this group of players is that they don't. They see everything as something interesting and nice and okay, now it's. I mean, we had when it was the winter storm here, and we had train inside here on the quite bad turf. No problem. Nobody complained. Then it's hot in Florida. No problem. And then so that's the mentality we want to install also in the team, and we have players for it. So looking forward to that. And as I said before, how will the players handle some difficult situations? Of course, we will have periods during the season where we need to, like I said, dig in, but that's also what will develop the team. So because I've been 1 month with the team. The organization is big here. It's an amazing organization. It's amazing team, but the goal is to make it better. Then you need to face challenges, and how you look at those challenges, that's the key. And so far they have love challenges, and if we're gonna, one goal I have is to fulfill the potential for the organization and the team, and then the level we are on now, we will be higher up when we have the summer break. So what we try to do in trainings and with the meetings is to prepare them as good as we can to meet those challenges. But you need to meet them also to develop.
Thanks.
Mike, anything?
Yeah, how long, in your experience, does a honeymoon last?
Is it a month or so? 1 week sometimes.
So, and by that I mean when do you know that this is going to last, or that that your players are playing the system where it's more machinery than.
But I don't want to say too much about our meetings, but like today I was talking to them about, because it's interesting. I think one of the challenges with team sports is, I love team sports, but you can also hide in the collective. You can, okay, today I don't feel for it, or I'm a little bit afraid today. The problem for the players is that I was actually a player that hide it when we had the ball, because I was not always so secure. So I recognize the player directly when they try to hide. So been there, done it. You can't do it without me notice it. But it can be the problem with team sports. But also, why do we people do things we agree on not doing? And it can be we play a game and we know we want to do these kind of things. We want to put pressure on them. We want to receive the ball in tight spaces. And then suddenly we don't do it. Why? And as a coach, you can, of course, at the sideline be crazy sometimes because, in training it looked beautiful. Then you have the noise, the outside. And before you are put in that situation, you don't really know. That's the honeymoon. We try in training, but then when it's a competitive game, the players know that you're gonna write about it, broadcast it, their family will, those kind of things then people suddenly start to do other things, and it's very fascinating but irritating when that happens. But that's part of team sport, people. What we try to do then is we want to act in this way no matter what. And this is an ongoing process every day. I think I have said connect a lot here, but that's the key. When the players can trust me and I can trust them, then we start to develop this connection. But then it's also this other thing that I mentioned for them. You have 11 players that start the game. I think we were 29 players today in the meeting. So 18 players, I think, Math is not my strongest side, but 11 players don't start the game. So how do you handle that as a player? And maybe I will put a high-profile player on the bench. How do we, what happens in the group then? That's when you will see if the honeymoon lasts. But I'm pretty sure, and I have a big belief in myself to handle those kind of situations. So I think I'm good in the tactical part and the training methodology. You say that. But I think my biggest strength is to create the group dynamic.
We can take one more.
Do you see anyone on your team that's going to be as hated as you were in Sweden when you were playing in Kalmar? We have nice guys. You did talk about bringing more of an edge to this team previously.
Yeah. I don't want to.
You don't have to answer that question, but about bringing the edge to the team. I mean, that's also something that's going to take some time for these very sweet young men.
I would say Diego can be someone. Ask the referees, and it's a thin line. I actually also told the players about that. When I had a day when I was a little bit I feel I was not the biggest player on the pitch neither. So how could I find a way of be in the opponent's face, or when I felt like today I don't. This is also natural. Sometimes you don't really. You feel like be lying on the couch and watch a movie. You don't want to be out on the and have like people shouting at you. So, but then I started to argue with opponents or the referee without yellow cards, of course. So I think I see Diego a lot there. I think that's important to also make a stand. We had a situation against Colorado in the friendly game where there was, I think it was Herrera that got hit. Then we have the whole team standing up for him. Those kind of things, very important, without, cross the line.
Okay, great. Thanks,
Good.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll start training here around 11.
Thank you.